Money is so freaking easy to make, but that is not an assumption that I have always had. So I literally just had someone message me and say that she manifested almost triple the amount of what it costs to join my new money EFT tapping program, Anxious to Secure and Rich. I actually created a free EFT tapping video for those that wanted to join but still had some anxiety, fear around spending the money, or just felt like in that moment they couldn't afford the program. So I literally made an EFT tapping video for you to manifest the money to join. She literally manifested $679 out of thin air, and the program itself is $222, or you can actually split it up into payment plans because I do have a payment plan option as well. So she not only made money to join the program, but way more than what the program initially cost in the first place. This is what I mean by manifesting money is that freaking easy, guys. But you have to get out of your own way and be open to seeing money as an infinite source that is very simple and easy for you to make. And the way that you do that is by changing your identity and who you are being with money and your relationship with money. So if you have, for example, an anxious attachment style relationship with money, you see it as scarce, you feel guilty when you spend money, you feel afraid that when you do spend or invest money that it's not going to come back, there's never enough. And usually that shows up through either overspending it as well because you don't ultimately feel worthy of money, so you try to get rid of it right away, or you have a story that you're not responsible with it, which repeats the cycle of money being inconsistent or leaving you. Or you may have the opposite behavioral pattern where you hoard all of your money out of fear because you're afraid that it's going to leave and it's not going to come back. Or a third way you may be playing out this anxious pattern with money is that you completely avoid it altogether because you're afraid of the feelings and the shame and the stories that will come up for you about money and of yourself. But here's the thing, hoarding money, overspending money, and avoiding money does not make you more money. If anything, it just keeps you trapped in the cycle of never having enough, or it being inconsistent, or you being able to make a lot of money and then all of a sudden it's gone again. So it's this very hot and cold cycle, just like for those of you who are in my 21-day Manifest Your SP EFT Tapping Challenge, it's the same thing with your SP where it's hot and cold and up and down. It's just in a different form through money. So this is exactly why I created this new program, Anxious to Secure and Rich, so you can realize how fucking easy it can be for you to manifest money and have a healthy relationship with money that continues to grow and get better every day without and free of anxious patterns, feeling shame, guilt, or limited by money. So you can trust yourself to receive money, multiply money, make money, spend money, and even sustain it. So overflow is your new baseline, and having a healthy relationship with money is your new baseline. Because when you see money and you treat it from a place of it's abundant, there's more where that came from. I'm responsible with money. I trust myself with money. I'm always making more and more and more because that is how I view myself. That is how I see money. That is what you end up experiencing in your 3D. So each EFT tapping video and training and the journal prompts that are in Anxious to Secure and Rich are designed to help you get clear on who you've been currently being with money, your stories around money, where your stories came from your parental figure, stories that you took on from your parents about debt, spending money, receiving money, making money, all of the things. So you can heal your relationship with money and step into the wealthy woman identity. Because truly making money and manifesting anything in your life really comes down to self-trust. When you trust yourself and your ability to show up, to lead yourself, to believe and back the decisions that you make without fear. You're able to act in opposition of your old fears and anxieties and worries, even if you feel a little bit insecure, because you know this is what my highest and best self would do. And when I continue to act and think from my wealthy woman identity as my highest and best self, those are going to be the results that I produce. Making money through infinite ways. And if you notice the testimonial that she shared, she made money out of literally thin air. It was a deposit that she received into her bank account. So I don't even know if she has a business or not, or if she has a career or whatever, because here's the thing. It doesn't matter if you're a business owner. If it doesn't matter if you have a career, it doesn't matter if you don't. You can still make money and receive money in so many different ways. And what you'll start to notice is that you'll start getting more money making opportunities brought your way because you're healing your relationship with money. You're seeing more opportunity. You're seeing it in a different way. You're feeling safer to have money, make money, receive money, all the things. I even have a client who's a speech therapist. She's a one-to-one client of mine and she's in the program. And literally an opportunity basically fell in her lap. She saw it online when she was scrolling one day as she's doing this program. And it was about her being able to start her own business as a speech therapist when she never even had thought of that before. But because she has stepped into her wealthy woman identity, she's healing her relationship with money, now all of these opportunities are presenting themselves. Because in our brain, we have this mechanism called the reticular activating system. So whatever you focus on, energy grows, right? And then your brain is going to look for all the reasons as to why whatever you focus on is true. So when you start seeing yourself as the kind of woman who's always making money, who feels safe to spend it and receive it because it always circulates back to you quickly, easily, and effortlessly. Money is easy to make. You trust yourself with money. You're responsible with it. You multiply it, all the things. That's what you start to experience. So if you've been in my other programs before, you've been loving my content, you've been loving the EFT tapping video, and you feel it in your gut, I need to be in this program because it just feels so activating. I know it. I feel it in my bones. Then come join us. We literally started today, November 3rd, and you will get access to all of the EFT tappings, the trainings, the Q&As, and more for life. It's at the link in my bio or description below, depending on where you're watching this, because I post daily on TT and YT.